Before we start off with the cleansing process, let me share with you the Ayurvedic mask that I use this wash day on my hair to keep it in healthy tip-top shape. First, we're starting off with 1 tablespoon of fenugreek powder. This is going to help with slip, softness, and conditioning. It helps provide support for easy detangling. It also helps with making the strands flexible. This is highly important because we want slip, especially with fine type 4 hair. Our next powder is Amla. This is our muscle herb. This herb is providing strength to the strands as well as supporting the scalp. Our next fabulous herb is Hibiscus. This is where we get softness and flexibility. It's also conditioning the strands as well to help the hair feel soft and supple. Our next herb is the Bhringraj powder. This helps with the scalp and growth supportive care. This is where the scalp and strands get their foundational wellness. Our next herb that we're going to introduce is Brahmi. This herb helps with the scalp, support the strands, and it's also a very calming and conditioning herb. I love adding this to my mask. The next one we're doing is about 1/4 teaspoon of the Neem herb. This is a very powerful herb. This is great for cleansing the scalp and balancing the scalp. This helps with clarifying and maintaining a healthy scalp environment. A little goes a long way with Neem. Our next herb is Moringa powder. This is another great herb for nourishment and conditioning. The antioxidants and nutrients in this powerhouse herb helps support a healthy looking conditioned hair. There you have it, 7 herbs, 7 rolls. But remember, rooted ritual is always about intention and not excess. Now let's start with the mixing process. We are using warm green tea, which is great for DHT blocking. You know, that hormone that actually facilitates hair loss. The green tea actually helps with stopping that process. And this is the first time that I'm using green tea in my mask. I always use just plain warm water, but I had made a very large batch of green tea for breakfast and I had about 2 cups and I still had some green tea left over and I didn't want to waste it. So I decided to add it to this herb mixture, and it actually worked out really well. I noticed that when I was adding the herbs to my hair, I was not shedding as much as I usually shed hair, and we all know that you shed about 100 strands of hair. Based on science, you shed about 100 strands of hair per day. And you'll see in my wash day video on the side of my bathtub, you'll see the amount of hair that I lost during this wash day period. But I attribute not losing too much strands or shedding a lot of hair during this process to the green tea. And I actually enjoyed how it left my hair feeling after using the green tea, as well as the aloe vera juice. Now the aloe vera juice is something that I always add to my mask. This is great for conditioning the hair. Anyone who uses aloe vera on their hair knows the conditioning properties of aloe vera. So this is a staple in my mask routine. And I just continue to mix and mix and mix really well until it forms like a paste-like consistency. There will be two things that I'm changing the next time I create this mask. First thing, I need to make sure that I double the recipe because my hair is a bit longer now, and I need to make sure that my hair is every section of my hair is fully coated with this mask. So ensuring that every part of my hair is touched with this mask is important. So I just continue to mix. Oh, and the second thing that I'm doing, I forgot to add that, is I'm going to use a sieve so that I can sieve out any lumps or clumps in this mask. But there you have it, beautiful people. This is my mask, and the next video I will share the cleansing process.